We're here today at Valleyview Community Church with Pastor Jason Tripp, and Jason's going to take us through the facility. But first, Jason, can you give us a little bit of background information about the church?
We've been in this particular facility for about 5 years now, and I got a little article actually posted right here. It says Church Transforms School into Sanctuary, and that's my predecessor, Pastor Gary Landers. And when this particular property and school went on sale, we were able to scoop it up and transform it into the facility that it is today. So we're part of the denomination called the Free Methodist Church in Canada, and we're called Valleyview Community Church, and community is really the key word. We're trying to create a sense of community here and trying to meet the needs of the greater community around us. So as you'll see, as we give you a little bit of a tour, you'll see how we're trying to utilize the space to kind of love on the community.
And you were located on the top of the hill in Valcarran.
Yeah, we were formerly up at the top of the hill. It's another church functioning there now, so we were able to sell that facility to another church. So we're happy to have not one but two churches kind of with similar vision here in the area.
And this is a unique facility, so we're looking forward to the tour.
Yeah, we got about 35,000 square feet on 7 acres of land, and we're finally utilizing all the space in the building, so happy to give you a tour.
This is a really impressive entranceway. Can you take us in?
Let's take a look in this room here. We when we were planning out the facility, even before I was here, and I kind of came on board after we had moved into the building, we really wanted this room to be a good first impression room. I mean, first impressions are so important. So we wanted a relaxed, warm, inviting atmosphere, and I couldn't tell you the number of people who have commented on this particular room, and it does feel very warm and relaxed and inviting, especially for people who have never maybe stepped foot in a church or aren't familiar with it. They feel relaxed, they feel welcome, they feel warm in this room. So we use this room just for coffee and fellowship time. We've used it for small baby and wedding showers and other functions as well.
It's a real reception area, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it speaks to what we want it to speak to.
So you use this every weekend when the
We use this every
congregation
weekend as well. We use it for midweek gatherings, both for the church and community groups come in, and they can rent any space in the building that's available should they need to or want to.
So a group could come in here and actually rent this room?
Absolutely. We've rented this room out on numerous occasions for wedding showers, baby showers, other functions. So I mean, we're happy to help partner with the community any way we can.
It would hold a lot of people, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we can. You can pack 50 to 60 people in this room.
Very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So where are we going next?
Afternoon nap too.
Yeah.
So let's maybe we'll head down the hall here, some of our
Sure.
activity tenants, and I'll show you what's going on down here.
Okay. Now, when you mention activity tenants, you have a number of outside groups that.
Yeah, we have a number of outside groups. We're a small, relatively small congregation of about 100 people, so we like this building, but we realize, if we're just using it for our own purposes, we're kind of missing our mandate as a church. We believe our vision is to kind of make this community a better place to live, and if we're not doing that, we're kind of failing as a church. So we've got a lot of partners, community connections that we've built over the years, and most of that stuff is occurring down here.
So you're a group of about 100?
We're about 100 parishioners in the congregation. I'll just show you this room here on the left. Maybe we'll go down the left side.
Yeah, we'll go down the left, sure.
We do have a pretty nice church library in here that is for not only the church, but anybody in the neighborhood who would like to come and utilize it. We've got a pretty diverse number of books in here, magazines, CDs, and DVDs.
So this is open for the public?
This is, it's open on Sunday mornings before and after the service to the church and to the public. And just like a regular public library, their books and DVDs can be signed out for a couple of weeks.
Would people be able to have meetings in here too?
Yeah, we've had meetings in here. This is where we have our board meetings, and other groups have had meetings in here.
Wow, very nice.
I know we're going down the left side, but I'm going to show you these two offices in tandem because you'll see one is very clean. That's my office, admin assistant's office.
This is the clean office.
This is the clean office.
Okay.
My admin assistant works out of here and does a fantastic job. And this is the not so clean office, my office across the hall. I will give you a quick glimpse.
A quick one.
A quick glimpse, yeah. And that's what it is.
Well, this is the busy person.
This is, well, yeah. Create that illusion. I'm coming and going.
Well, sure. Enough space. You don't spend that much time in there.
No, I don't want to be a pastor who's tied in my office. I like to be out in the community. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yep.
So one of many bathroom facilities
Washrooms.
here, particularly for our activity tenants. We'll continue down the left side of the hall here.
Yep. Yeah,
This
because
was, this was all lockers when we bought it. We wanted to keep some lockers because we did have a vision for what's happening now. And this is actually a double classroom we're coming up to here. I don't have a key on me, unfortunately, but you can probably see through the window there. And it's called KMAC. It's a martial arts group.
Oh,
that,
wow.
And they're operating out of here basically every night of the week. So they run martial arts programs for children and adults. They run kickboxing classes and other forms of martial arts and aerobics.
Wow, okay.
So on any given night, you'll have 50 to 100 kids down in this area for different activities.
So this idea of renovating the school, I guess that must have been an interesting concept to bring to your congregation. Were you around when
my predecessor laid the groundwork and cast the vision, and he did what I couldn't do, and I think I'm able to do what maybe he couldn't do, and kind of build the facility now that we're in here. We're getting down into the blue-green area here. This is the Gym Zone Gymnastics Club that many people in the Valley and in Greater Sudbury will be familiar with. They've been operating out of the gymnasium here for many years. I'll just we'll open the door here. You can get a glimpse of what's happening in the gym.
Great. So this is the
So from
the
September,
Valley Gym Zone, and there's one in town too,
there's
isn't
one
there?
in town as well as Espanola in here, yeah. And so they operate out of here September through June. And so they get quite a few kids from the neighborhood out as well.
This is the former gym,
This is the former elementary school sized gym.
well equipped.
Very well equipped, yeah. Yeah, and they do a fantastic job offering this to the community, and the place is buzzing Monday through Thursday and Saturday mornings. They offer classes.
Handy too, you don't have to go to town.
Exactly. It's right here in the neighborhood. So not only do they offer gymnastics programming, but they do birthday parties. This is a good birthday party spot. They have a
Right.
little party room right in here I can show you. The brightest room in the building. I actually had a birthday party for my daughter here not too long. It was great. You rent the space for an hour of gymnastics, and you come in here and have the cake and the birthday party. So it's a good place for young families to come and hang out.
So this was a former locker
This was
room.
the former locker room turned birthday party room.
Good. It's amazing what you can do with an old school.
Absolutely, sky's the limit. So I'll just come back down the other side of the hall here for the very little ones. This is kind of what they call the mini gym. We turned this classroom into kind of the smaller equipment for the little toddlers.
Oh, wow.
This is where they get to kind of learn the ropes and start out.
And this is part of Gym Zone as
This
well?
is all part of Gym Zone as well. We rent this room as well as the gym to them.
Wow. Very impressive. And so the kids that come in can use the lockers
Yeah,
for
the
their
kids
coats
and
and
the
everything?
coaches, they can use the lockers. We wanted to keep a few of those in place. Now this next room here is a computer lab, which apparently that's what it was before when it was a school.
There you go.
I don't have a key to this room, but we've got about 20 different computer stations set up in there. And over the years, we've run computer classes. We have a gentleman in our church who is very good with computers, so he's run classes for the community, just learning software, hardware, how to operate computers. And our plan, stay tuned, is to kind of turn this room into like an internet cafe, be able to serve tea and coffee and muffins to all the parents coming with their children to these groups.
Wow. So nothing's off limits in terms of creativity.
No, absolutely. We're always looking for a new, fresh vision idea. This room is open. I was actually in here working out earlier today. This is our in-house fitness trainer. This is a body balance studio. And so we've got fitness classes running out of this room pretty much every evening, as well as personal training. Some people might be familiar with those wacky looking boots over there on the shelf. They're called Kangoo Boots. It's kind of the latest craze. I call it Zumba on steroids.
Have you tried them?
Yes, I own a pair. Yeah, they're good for jogging or for doing aerobics classes. So you'll hear techno music throughout the building most evenings coming out of this room.
Wow.
Yeah, boot camp, personal training. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You have to remind yourself we're in a church facility.
Yeah, but I think.
So now we're back at the front entrance.
Yeah, so that
And-
was our activity wing, and now we're going to take a left turn here and got some other rooms for some other church and community functions.
Okay. It seems to be a longer hallway.
Yes, we get some exercise just walking around this building. So we just like to have a community boards and things that are happening in the area, in the neighborhood, both church functions all over town and community events here. Keep people
Oh, I see. So this is not just
not just our
Valleyview.
church. It's a combination of our church activities and community events. Down here we've got good-sized dining hall, which is really great. We can seat 80 to 100 people in here. And again, like that opening room we looked at, this is great for small mid-range functions, weddings and showers and such.
Wow, this must have been another double.
It was a
Classroom.
double classroom that we wanted to enlarge. We also have local AA Al-Anon groups that use our facility and meet here.
And there's another room at
There's
the end?
there's another smaller dining hall down there for more smaller intimate gatherings. We can take a look in there too.
Wow, this is a complete package.
Yeah, it's got a lot of potential, that's for sure.
Was this part of the vision? Did your congregation see this kind of development, or is it just more or less grown?
A combination of. I mean, we definitely took a lot of time to talk and throw around some ideas and pray about things. But as we got into the facility, you realize that things can change and evolve. So it's been a both and.
So people could actually come in here for a party, they can cater it, they can...
Absolutely, yeah, they can cater. We don't have a liquor license, so we can't have any alcohol on the property, but certainly for food and catering, it's wonderful.
Great place for kids' parties.
Oh, absolutely. So just directly across the hall to the left here, we're just going to backtrack just a couple steps, because I do want to show you this room. Dining hall on one side, we got a good-sized kitchen strategically placed right across from the dining hall. Again, we use this room for both church functions and community groups. Sometimes groups like to rent the dining hall, and they like a kitchen facility as well to go with it.
The lights on. Wow. Well, this obviously was the office.
This was the office, yes, I believe so. It's funny because we'll often get people that went to school here, and they're just amazed at what this place has turned into.
Yeah. Principal's office to the side.
Yeah, some people recall hanging out in the principal's office on occasion.
Very nice. We might as well look at both sides of the hall and then
Yeah, we
finish
may
off
as
with the
well.
sanctuary.
Nothing too exciting in here. It's just more of a storage room. We do need to keep a little bit of space.
You need
for
some
that.
space, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When we first moved in, we were never thought we'd fill all the space as fast as we did, but now we're running at full capacity. This particular room here has a lot of significance for those who've been in our church for many years. James Prayer Chapel. Those who've been living in Valley East for a number of years, the founding pastor of our church is a man by the name of Reynolds James. He's 94 years old now, and people still tell stories about him. The pastor on a bike. He used to go door to door meeting everybody in the valley, and we wanted to have a room in honor of him. We got this little more intimate kind of prayer chapel room here. It's where we come for if people want to come for a quiet time or a small gathering. One program we run out of this room also for the community is called Divorce Care, which people struggling and going through the trauma of divorce can come and receive some support as they walk through that.
Are these programs well publicized? Are they? I guess they're open to anybody in the community?
They're open to anyone. This particular program has been very well received. We've actually been at capacity the last few times we've run it through. So all of our programs are available at our church website, which is just simply valleyviewcommunitychurch.ca.
Very nice.
This word here is maybe a word some people aren't familiar with, missional. And that's really kind of our DNA, is to be a church of people living like missionaries, just going out and being in the community and spreading love in the community. So although we have a great facility, We like to supplement what's going on here with what we're doing out in the neighborhood, and so we support various programs and neighborhood activities.
Like 100 mobile churches.
Absolutely.
Missionaries.
Absolutely. That's what we believe.
Well, that's
And so we're getting down to the kids area here now. This is our kids program. It's called What's in the Bible, and it's some people might be familiar with Veggie Tales. It's the same person who made the Veggie Tales, and so we get our kids gathered in this room every week on a Sunday morning, and they just have a great time. We get about 20 to 30 kids out every week. So they play games in here and do crafts and watch videos and just have a great time.
so Sunday morning is when the congregation
Yeah, we get
gathers.
together Sunday morning at 10 o'clock every Sunday. And so we have separate programs for adults, for children, and for toddlers.
And do a lot of the congregation come back during the week to the different programs? Or?
Yeah, some of them plug into different programs. Like this is the room we use in tandem with that other room for divorce care. We have a divorce care for kids program in this room. So kids who are going through parents in a breakup can come and get some support as
What
well.
a good idea.
Yeah. So here's the nursery. So we got a lot of young families and a lot of little kids running around, so they just love this space in here.
Wow.
Past years we've run a mums and tots program out of this room too, where mums can come during the week with little ones. Just have a space to hang out during the week.
And this is all open to the public?
Yeah, it's open to the public, yeah.
Wow, look at the place. Again, had to be a kindergarten room.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how you've taken these rooms and actually really made
Trying
them,
to maximize each and every room, absolutely.
and they're really they're used in a similar manner to what they were used before.
Yeah, more and more churches are buying schools because it's a good fit.
Very nice. Love it.
And we do have a couple other tenants to share some space down here. This is called Father's Heart Foot Care. And I'll see if the door is open. It might be, it is. A lady in our church runs a foot care business. And I've taken advantage of this a couple times, but she offers fantastic pedicures and foot care packages in here. Let's come out of this room walking on air.
Before or after your training?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And this is our main sanctuary down here. This is the former cafeteria in the school. And so this is where we have our Sunday morning gatherings. So we can seat about 175, but we generally get about 100 people close to it on a Sunday morning. See, with the music equipment, we pretty laid back, relaxed with some contemporary music.
I can remember being in the old facility, and it seems to me that this space is pretty close to the size it was before.
Yeah,
Right?
pretty close. We certainly didn't move to this facility because we were outgrowing it. We just saw a vision to connect with the community, and that's what we've really been trying to accomplish. And so we meet in this room at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, about 10 to 11:30, combination of music and teaching and prayer, and encourage everybody to participate.
It's nice. It's. I mean, you're almost in a position where you're going to need portables.
Like
I don't-
most of the schools in the valley.
I don't see very much room for growth. It's really full.
It's starting to fill up, yeah, absolutely. We do have a little bit of room for growth, but we've maximized this space, which is what we were hoping for.
That's very good. The outdoor is a whole other tour that we'll have to do some other day, but
That's kind of our next conversation, is how to maximize the space on the property.
well, it's good. So we've seen the entire
We've
facility.
seen most of it. There's a few more rooms down this one hallway if you want to
Let's
take
go have a look.
final look there.
We don't want to miss anything.
You saw we had something for the little kids. Well, we got some.
So we've got one more wing to cover, and then we've completed the tour.
Yeah, we've got just 4 more rooms down here. Follow me, I'll show you what's happening.
Okay.
Saw the children's rooms down that hall. We've got a couple rooms up here on the right for the bigger kids, the youth, and preteen and teenagers. And not only do we use the space inside, but outside, you can see we got a basketball hoop and some hockey nets. There's a little courtyard area where young people in particular like to hang out on the nice days like today.
Maybe I'll take a quick walk out. You
Okay, want to take a walk out? Sure.
Open a door for me? And
Absolutely.
not going to walk on us, is it?
It will, so I'll put a brick in it.
So you can...
We got lots of space back here, different activities.
It's a school.
It is a school.
Very nice. And this is for the youth.
Yeah, across the hall for the youth. When people like me are feeling the urge to escape. This is a little games room, lounge area here. So pick your pleasure, whether it's ping pong, pool, foosball, or air hockey.
And how often do the kids use this?
We got a couple in our church who just volunteer to lead a youth program on Friday night. So they'll kind of go 8 to 10 weeks at a time and then take breaks. So again, all that information's on our website if any preteens or teenagers want to plug into that.
Open to the public again?
Again, open to the public. Most of the kids that do come here don't attend the church. They're just a couple in the church and their friends from school come out. So usually the boys like to hang out in this room. We do have another room next door here where usually the girls kind of migrate to. So this is our other room that we've devoted to the youth programs.
Wow.
A good lounge area to hang out and chat and do some games.
That's really impressive. Big screen TV?
Big screen TV was just donated to us, so we're thankful to have that.
I'm really impressed. Like, even this room is a great room for anybody to come in and sit down during the week, just have a conversation if you need to.
Absolutely, absolutely. We like to keep an open door policy.
Do you ever have an open house?
It's funny you mention that. We're planning an open house on Father's Day weekend on June the 15th. So all the tenants will be coming together. All these rooms will be open. There'll be activities for all ages and a barbecue. The community's come to expect that from us on Father's Day. We do something like that. So last year we did an open house around Easter. We had about 400 or 500 from the community in through the building. So we're certainly hoping and expecting to do likewise this year.
Are you going to make sure it's well publicized, or especially through Facebook and things like that?
Bob Kerwin can help.
Right,
We'll take it.
right. We'll put her on Valleys today
Yeah, we're
for
actually
sure.
going to do a mail. I was working on a poster and flyer for that today. So this room across the hall here, we have a lady in our congregation who's completing a Master's of Counseling, and she's just feeling the urge to start a counseling practice. So we've just recently rented this room to her.
Wow.
So we do offer counseling services, particularly for family counseling, grief counseling.
It's a good idea.
Try not to double book when the music's blaring across the hall in the youth room. That's
No. Friday nights are.
Yeah, Friday nights are off. Other than that, it's good.
It's very nice. So that's the whole.
Yeah, we got just one final room here. We're coming to the end of our tour. Fortunately, I don't have a key to this room, but we also have this is one example of just us connecting with neighbors. So neighbors living close to the church approached me wondering if we had some space for a photography studio. So we actually have a photography studio out of this room here. So they do baby photography, maternity photography, weddings, families. So it's been great just to see a connection there with the neighbors.
And you really have no rooms that are empty.
You've seen the whole facility, and there's something happening in every room. We do have rooms for rent, the dining halls we saw, but we're pretty much running at capacity right now. So we're achieving somewhat of the vision that we had for the community.
I guess so. Well, that's been great. Thanks, Jason.
Well, thank you very much.
It's been very interesting. I've learned a lot. The website, yes, it'll be, I'm sure, visited. And there's a lot on the website.
Yeah, we try and keep that update and current. Again, it's www.valleyviewcommunitychurch.ca.
Great. Thanks for the tour. It's been great.
Appreciate you coming in.